We're shooting this just at the tail end of a winter, another winter that's another flu epidemic. If you watch the national news, we had flu outbreaks and deaths all over the country.
Yes.
Reminders to get your flu shots. All of a sudden, a shortage of flu shots.
How convenient.
Yeah, exactly. So can you clear up the confusion that still seems to be there? A lot of people are. It seems to be a hot topic whether or not to get that, and what do we do?
I believe we talked about it last time we were together, and nothing's really changed. It's only gotten worse for those that are promoting the flu shot. Each year it becomes more obvious that it is just a marketing scam to sell something and make a lot of money off of something that they don't even understand. Now, we talked about the flu also last time being largely due to gastrointestinal distress and the inflammation that occurs in the GI tract, not necessarily what you have to catch. Let's say somebody sneezes on you, but even if somebody did, an immune system that's intact means your epithelial layers, your skin, the mucous membranes in your nose, the cilia, the hair, everything is protecting you. If that layer of epithelium is not intact due to inflammation again, could be pollutants, could be toxicological assaults from air pollution, or it could be that you've had an antibiotic or any type of additive preservative, anything that would inflame the gastrointestinal lining. You now have easy access for something that you may indeed have caught, and it transits to an area of your body that the immune system is not very quick to react. So the idea is that if we inject you, again, that's their idea, with the weakened, attenuated, or killed viral particles of some kind, these antigens that will stimulate antibodies, that you won't get the flu. Sounds good on its surface, but is it really the way it works? And the reality is, having an antibody is not sufficient, and this is true of all disease, including the influenza strains that they may or may not even know that are floating around, because also it's a democratic process. Everybody loves democracy. I say democracy is an abhorrent form of government in reality as far as direct democracy, because it's tyranny of the majority. And who has the majority in medical field? It's the allopathic medical monopoly. That's an absolute medical tyranny. And they say, oh my gosh, we voted on it. These 3 strains are the ones most likely to be bothersome this winter. If we get lucky, we'll nail it. And of course, at the end of every flu season, or even sometimes halfway in between, we hear horrific numbers, how much of a failure they were. Now, I've seen reports saying, oh, it was 67% effective this winter. Yet you look at all the other stats supporting that, and not one of the stats have reached 67. If it's 67 over across the whole board of the young people, those in the middle ages, and the elderly, you'd have to say at some point the flu shot would be effective in any one of those groups, like 90% effective, because what did we find out about the elderly this year?
It was like 9%.
9% effective. Now, New York, crazy New York, gotta love New Yorkers. I was from New York when I was a little kid. They are now proposing that everybody wear a mask, particularly healthcare workers, if they don't get the flu shot. But I ask you, what about the old people that are getting the flu shot that's only 9% effective? Do we need to put 9 or 10 masks on them? Because only 1 out of 10 is going to not get the flu according to their own stats. And it doesn't mean you're not going to get the flu, because if you read the inserts to the flu shot every year, every side effect of the flu shot looks exactly like the flu. But they say you can't get the flu from the flu shot. Well, explain to me how those symptoms describe exactly what the flu is, and worse. So each year we're only confirming what I've been saying, what we talked about last time, is that it's absolute nonsense to think that the flu shot is going to protect you from anything except precipitate. We went back to the Alzheimer's issue, remember? Somebody had said 5 years in a row, 5 shots in a row, you're tenfold likely increase in Alzheimer's as well. But that's what they hope. You don't remember these things, and you keep going back for more.